NKTelco Sports welcomes you to our coverage of high school basketball, where the Botkins Trojans will take on the Jackson Center Tigers. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: First National Bank, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and St. Henry Bank. Good evening once again. I'm Dave Helmstetter with Jeff Henchen for the call of tonight's Shelby County Athletic League game between these two down-the-road rivals, you could say. And you take a look back to December 20th, Botkins pulled out a 42-39 win over Jackson Center on the Trojans' home floor. Colin Dosick, excellent game, 17 points and 7 rebounds. And when you take a look at this one, Jeff, for Botkins, it starts with Colin Dosick.
He does. He does a lot of things well for them. We've talked about it in the games we've had together. Not only does he score, he mentioned the points, but the deflections, the steals, the just tenacious defense. He's a runner, so he doesn't fatigue well. And it seems like when he's really on his A game, they're tough to beat. Now, I think likewise, on the other side of the court, you got some guys similar to Dosick. I don't want to jump ahead too much, but I think Lucas Heitkamp is like a Colin Dosick. So in so many words, maybe Heitkamp not as much pressure on him as to carry the team, but he's also a nice player. They're the same size, they're the same age. They do a lot of things well for the team. Heitkamp scores 9 points a game, but just seems to be very aggressive on all aspects, not just scoring, both team leaders for their respective teams.
And that's a great point. They're both team leaders, and that's what's so important. And then when you flip to the Jackson Center side of it, you look at Reed Plattfoot, and he is probably the focus for the Jackson Center side. Good game, bad game, and he's what makes the Jackson Center Tigers really a special team, raises them to another level, or can raise them to another level.
Well, being 6 feet 7 inches doesn't hurt his ability to dominate games and help his team. And he's 6'7". He's a great field goal shooter inside the paint, over 50%. We've talked, he shoots a number of threes too. Not a great percentage from three-point range, but has a capability of knocking them down. But he's more dangerous, I feel from what I've seen, to do damage on the interior. He's a great scorer inside, and he rebounds the ball well, and he blocks shots. So between him and his classmate Heitkamp, they do a nice job kind of keeping Jackson Center in this favorable winning season they've had.
Jackson Center comes into tonight's game at 11-5 overall, 5-3 in league play. Botkins, on the other hand, great season, 14-3. The only losses to Russia, Marion Local, and Fort Loramie. Since that loss to Fort Loramie, they've ripped off 3 straight wins, and the Trojans are 7-2 in league play. So tonight's game is really a battle for second place in the Shelby County Athletic League. National Anthem is coming up here on NKTelco Sports. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NKTelco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NKTelco, keeping your family connected.
Jackson Center, on the other hand, they lost 3 straight games to Russia, Marion Local, and they bounced back, stopped that in Wapak at the beginning of that, and then they bounced back and beat Fairlawn earlier this week. Now our starting lineups for the two teams. For the visiting Botkins Trojans of head coach Phil Groves. Number 1, Colin Dosick, averaging 14.5 points per game. Number 2, Eli Pitts at 7.9 points per game. 6'2 senior Noah Top, 7.2 points per game. And number 24, James Steinke, a 6'3 junior, averaging almost 6 points per game. And number 42, another senior, 6'4", Colton Kleiman, averaging just about 6 points and 4 rebounds per game for the Botkins Trojans. Now for the home team. Number 10, Preston Sayre, 6'1 junior, averaging about 11 points per game. Their leading three-point field goal shooter. Number 5, Cooper Hartle, a 5'8 senior guard. Number 42, a junior at 6'3", Carter Kloppenstein, 7 points and 4 rebounds. And the player that Jeff mentioned, Lucas Heitkamp, number 4, a 6' senior, 9 points per game. And number 24, a 6'7" senior, Reed Plattfoot. Reed averaging 13.6 points per game, leads the team in rebounds at 8.1. Let's take a look at our keys to the game tonight. First, for the Botkins Trojans.
Well, as always, Coach Groves would like to defend and rebound for a full 32 minutes. Against a quality team like this, you've got to play solid games doing the dirty work, defensive rebounding. Prevent transition opportunities and second chance. Don't get scored upon in transition, and take care of the basketball. Eliminate turnovers. Make sure you guarantee yourself a shot at the basket.
And for the Jackson Center Tigers.
For the Tigers, they want to defend the three-point shooting that Botkins is capable of knocking down. They also want to win the 50-50 ball, so that means hustle, and also get touches in the paint. Maybe utilize, as we talked about, the size of 6'7" Reed Plattfoot. Get him some touches where he's been very tough to stop inside the paint.
Officials for tonight's game, Ron Hanna, John Carter, and Thurman Leggs, and we're underway. Jackson Center will have the basketball first. Kloppenstein in the corner, back out to Sayre. Heitkamp will not quite be able to save it, and the Tigers' first possession ends in a turnover.
When you talk about the matchup beforehand with Dosek for the Trojans and Heitkamp for the Tigers, they will play against each other.
James Steinke gets the shot to roll, and Botkins will take an early 2-0 lead. Inside it goes, and Carter Kloppenstein responds, and we're tied at 2 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard with 7:23 to go, opening quarter of play.
Nice assist from Plattfoot.
Rebound comes down to Kloppenstein. Here comes the outlet to Hartle. Dosick will pick him up. They'll go inside to Kloppenstein. Back out to Kloppenstein. Shot no good, rebounded by Dosick. Steinke over to Dosick. He'll fire the three. Shot no good, and it will go out of bounds, and Jackson Center will have the basketball.
Mentioned Dosick and Heitkamp on the offensive end for Botkins. Dosick is being guarded by Lucas Heitkamp. Now on the other end, well, watch here. I didn't think they matched up against each other here. As you see with Heitkamp with the basketball, he's being defended by Noah Top. So they don't score off on both ends of the floor, but on the Botkins possessions, they will.
Heitkamp back out to Sayre. He'll lob it into Plattfoot. Dosick got a hand on the ball and goes out of bounds. Could have been a foul.
Could have been, but it isn't, so that goes back to the point. Dosick does more than score. He sagged away, saw the lob pass. Great timing to prevent the opportunity for the shot by knocking it out of bounds.
Heitkamp back out to Plattfoot. Shot is off the iron, rebounded by Steinke, and Cooper Hartle almost came up with the steal.
Got to be careful. We talked about winning the 50-50 balls for the Tigers is a key. That's kind of those opportunities. If Hartle can come up and knock it away from behind, that's a loose ball and an opportunity, a kind of a cheap turnover, but you got to be ready for the Tigers. They like to play solid defense and get you from any angle.
Top with the basketball. Kloppenstein on him, back out front. Dosick will shoot the three. Colin Dosick hits that from the Jackson end.
We'll keep an eye on that. I saw him during warm-ups. He wasn't that far out, but he was a couple steps beyond the arc, and he was stroking it then during warm-ups. That's make number 27 for Dosick on the season, just under a 40% shooter.
Plattfoot powers his way in. They'll call the charge.
Did Top take that charge, Noah Top?
He did.
Okay. Good job here. He gained possession early and picks up a nice defensive stop there and a good footwork heads-up play by Noah Top.
5 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Opening quarter of play. Botkins with the early lead. Steinke misses the shot. Hardo with a rebound. Lead pass Flatfoot off the glass. Shot goes home. What a shot. Beautiful shot by Reed Flatfoot.
Yeah, he said off the glass. That's the reason why it went in. Good soft touch off the bank board.
Out front, Top. He'll get it inside to Pitts. Pitts trying to move on Hartle. Puts it out to Plyman for three. Shot no good into the hands of Preston Sayre. To the corner it goes. Kloppenstein will go inside, and there's going to be a foul on Colton Plyman.
I was watching that effort there as Plyman was guarding Flatfoot, and a lot of contact, and I think Plyman used his arm there at the very end to kind of push or swat, and that and the official was watching it almost about a foot and a half away.
Flatfoot dishes it off to Heitkamp for three. Shot no good. Dosick with a rebound. 5-4 Botkins. Right side Steinke, open as Pitts. Shot no good. Heitkamp with a rebound. Lead pass to Kloppenstein. Wants to go to the baseline on Steinke. Off the glass. Shot rolls home.
Pretty sweet move for the 6'3 junior. Good ball handling, good quickness, Dave, along the baseline, and good balance, if you will, to get himself back at the rim and get the shot off the glass in the friendly roll.
Pitts loses the ball. Sayre will pick it up. Right side, Kloppenstein, same move, this time picked up. Flatfoot puts it on the floor, drives in, puts it up and in.
It's going to be number 2 on Plyman, and Plyman just trying to stand there vertically and look fairly vertical, but there was contact, so sometimes you'll still lose those battles, but back-to-back fouls on Plyman.
Will Monin, number 21, and Tucker Holzkamp will come into the lineup for Botkins. 4 minutes and 20 seconds to go on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. First quarter of basketball.
Flatfoot with a free
connects.
throw. 28 of 40 from the line, coming in at 70% for Flatfoot. He makes that three-point play. Quickly, 5 points for Reed Flatfoot.
Top with the basketball, goes to the wing, and Holzkamp wants to move inside. He'll push it back out to Monin. Monin working on Sayre. Now Pitts, 15-footer. Shot no good, rebounded by Kloppenstein. 9-5, Jackson Center with the lead. Pass over to Heitkamp. Monin will guard him. Heitkamp looks inside for Kloppenstein. Now Hartle gets it to him. Turnaround no good. Holzkamp with a rebound. Dosick, he thought about it. Gets it on the floor to Holzkamp.
Nice backdoor.
Backdoor pass. Beautiful assist by Holzkamp. Dosick finishes it off, and we got a 2-point ball game.
Good things happen when you move your feet, and Colin Dosick, great example of that, and a good pass by his teammate, Holzkamp.
Hartle for three. Shot no good. Pitts with a rebound. Across the timeline. Pitts wants to go into the lane. Cut off there by Hartle. Dosick. Shot just a little bit short. Flatfoot looking inside for Heitkamp. Off the glass. Jackson Center 11-7
Nice
with
pass.
the lead.
Flatfoot there. Nice pass, touch pass, and Heitkamp, good job of kind of disguising the lob pass a little bit, but catching and scoring his 5th point, or his first points.
Pitts takes the pass from Top, and shot doesn't go, but he's fouled, and he will step to the free throw line. Eli Pitts, 70% free throw shooter.
Foul one against Jackson Center's number 5, Cooper Hartle.
Pitts connects on the free throw.
Both these teams pretty good free throw shooters as a team. Botkins 68% as a team. Jackson Center 3 points better at 71%. So those are pretty good numbers. I've seen a lot worse around games we've done, and Dave, I think you can agree to that as well.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, these two teams, they have programs that are established. They have talent. Now it comes down to how well you're going to execute on the court tonight.
Yep.
Heitkamp out front. Dane Reese into the lineup for Jackson Center. Shot will fall for Heitkamp.
Textbook, nice pull up, had great angle right off the square on the glass. And again, that bank board really helps deaden the ball. You can be off a little bit, but it helps slow it down and drop right in the rim. Plyman's back in with 2 fouls. He's with the basketball.
He puts it on the floor. He'll get it back out to Dosick. Clock coming up on 2 minutes on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Plyman, Olskamp to his left. Plyman puts it on the floor, working on Plattfoot. Shot is blocked, but he puts it right back up and in. Good persistence by Colton Plyman, gets him his first basket of the night.
Yeah, good work. His shot was blocked, but he was alert to get it and go right back up before it got blocked again.
Inside the lane, Heitkamp. What a beautiful move.
Pretty fast. It's tough to guard, and no help defense by the Trojans, and made an option for Heitkamp now with 6 points.
Holskamp in the paint. Back out to Monin. Dosick. Heitkamp was on him. This is the matchup we talked about. Top 15-footer shot no good. Crashing aboard is Holskamp. Let's see who the foul is on. He collided with Lucas Heitkamp.
It's on Heitkamp.
And it's going to be on number 4, Heitkamp.
His first, team's third. I almost think those two could look like they're brothers. Heitkamp and Dosick.
They play hard, I'll tell you what. That's for one thing.
They play like they're brothers. They go at it.
Pitts will get it back out. Dosick squares up. Shot doesn't go. Tipped back out by Pitts. Dosick puts it on the floor. Gets it in the corner to Pitts. Going to be a foul on the floor. It's going to go against Carter Kloppenstein.
His first, team's fourth.
Cooper Hartle will come into the lineup, and Carter Kloppenstein will catch a breather with 50 seconds to go here in our first quarter of play. Inbounds pass to Monin. Will Monin, a freshman, back over to Plyman. Dosick. Heitkamp on him. He'll pull it back out. Clock coming up on 35 seconds. Pitts. Now it's over to Holskamp. Dosick, Monin. Move inside by Pitts.
Takedown.
Hartle.
By, yeah.
Hartle will get the foul, I do believe.
That'll be his second foul.
And Kloppenstein's rest on the bench is short-lived as Hartle will go to the bench.
Pitts 2 for 2 tonight already. Those came just a couple possessions ago. Again, a very good 70% shooter on the season. Now 3 for 3 tonight.
Free throws are going in tonight for both these two teams. 15-12 our score. Pitts knocks it home. 19 seconds. A lot of time left here. Pitts now has 4 points.
6'7" point guard right now.
Flatfoot's out front.
Again, that brings Plyman upstairs a little bit, and Plyman with 2 fouls has to be careful.
Inside the arc, shot is short.
Tough shot.
At the buzzer, Dosick. It's the top of the backboard, and the first quarter is over here at the Habitat of the Cat. Our score, Jackson Center 15, Botkins 13. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships. We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
15-13 our score. Jackson Center with the early lead.
Jackson
Pretty
Center,
good first quarter of basketball.
It was. And Tigers 7 of 13 were the Tigers from the field. 7 of 9 two-point shooting, but over 4 were the Tigers from three-point range. Botkins with the ball here. 3 of 8 two-point shooting, 1 of 6 three-point shooting. Offensive foul. Yep.
So that gives the ball back to Jackson Center as Holzkamp will come in.
One thing for Botkins, you mentioned just 4 of 14 in the first quarter shooting from the field. They were 4 of 4 from the free throw line, so that helped pick up, if you will, some of the slack they did on their field goal shooting. Key offensive rebound, though, Colton Plyman got a block shot rebound his own, and that was the only second chance points we had in the first quarter.
Jackson Center with the basketball. Heitkamp has it down low. Pitts on him. Fadeaway jumper, no good. Colin Dosick with the Botkins rebound. Dosick inside on Heitkamp. Shot.
Well defended.
Well defended.
And he didn't really jump into Heitkamp, I thought, to really draw contact, so there was no questionable call there. Just kind of ran out of space, got caught a little bit under the bank board. Or behind it, I should say.
Flatfoot with the ball.
Charge.
Turnaround jumper off the glass. That's a shot that Reed Flatfoot has mastered.
Yeah, inside the paint, he's over 50% shooter from that area, so takes advantage of it. Thought maybe he got away with a charge, unless Plyman a little bit of acting, but 7th point for Flatfoot. He averages 13.6.
Holzkamp goes in. Side shot no good. Sayre with a rebound. Heitkamp across the timeline. Flatfoot with it. Working on Pitts. Fadeaway. Shot no good. Ball tipped up. Plyman had it for a moment. Flatfoot will tip it back out in Jackson Center. Heitkamp inside to Kloppenstein. And it's a 6-point lead for Jackson Center.
Nice pass by Heitkamp.
Top shot no good. Holzkamp ball tipped away. It's loose, but picked up by Sayre. Heitkamp. Sayre for 3. Plyman had it. Ball tipped away there by Reese. Inside is Kloppenstein. Dishes it out to Reese, and somehow they avoid a travel call.
Must have got rid of it just in time.
Heitkamp. Flatfoot thought about it. Sayre's going to put it on the floor and try and go inside. Gets it back out to Flatfoot. Top of the arc. Shot no good. Ball is going to go off of Jackson Center and out of bounds.
Big possession here for the Trojans. Seems like Jackson Center's been in control here to start the second quarter a little bit, just with some key offensive rebounds, keeping possessions alive. They come up scoreless there, and kind of another three-point shot there. Kind of a tough shot for Flatfoot, but Botkins like to get a score here to keep that deficit down from 6 and get some offensive first bucket here in the quarter.
That was a big possession. There's going to be a reach. That's going to be on Brendan Sayre, number 13. A freshman, 6'1" freshman off the Jackson Center bench.
Hasn't played a lot of varsity action. I think that's all been here recently, Dave, correct?
That is correct. Holzkamp back out to Pitts. Pitts wants to go inside. Sayre defending him.
Nice footwork.
Pitts puts it up and puts it in.
Eli Pitts, nice footwork there. Avoided the travel, got around the freshman, guarding him, and he now has 6 points.
Flatfoot with the basketball. He's going to try and go inside. Dosick took it away, but He'll draw the foul.
His first, team's first of the quarter. Reed Plattfoot 1 for 1. He made that first one on a 3-point opportunity play back in the first quarter. Again, a 70% shooter, right just a point below the team average of 71% for the Trojans.
Plattfoot now has 8 points. Holzkamp will go out. Will Monin will come in. 6'1" freshman. Averaging 5.4 points per game this season, so he sees a lot of action for the Trojans. Second free throw also good. Plattfoot just a good free throw shooter.
Yeah, their whole team shoots well, and that's one way, take advantage of those fouling opportunities and make it pay off at the foul line.
Top has the basketball. Looks to Dosick. Dosick thinks about it. He'll go into the lane, loses the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds. Botkins turnover.
Third turnover of the game for the Trojans. They had one in the first quarter. That's their second here in the second quarter.
6-point lead. Jackson Center on top on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Preston Sayre goes inside Heitkamp, back out Plattfoot. Shot doesn't go. Dosick will clear the boards. Right side Pitts into the lane. 15-footer. Shot no good. Rebounded by Plattfoot. Heitkamp. Preston Sayre for three. Shot no good. Plattfoot muscles it up and in. And Botkins coach Phil Groves wants a timeout as his team lost that rebound battle there, and they find themselves down by 8. And two teams will talk it over. 3 minutes, 56 seconds to go here in the first half of play. Jackson Center with an 8-point lead at 23-15. I'd like to thank our sponsors, as always, for tonight's broadcast. First National Bank, hometown opportunity, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and St. Henry Bank. And it's 23-15 with 3:56 to go here in the half on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard.
Botkins, I think Coach Groves upset maybe with the second chance opportunities Jackson Center is getting. They've got now 4 points coming off second chance opportunities. I credit that to offensive rebounding / 50-50 balls. I think a couple of times maybe Botkins had it, got tipped away, but I think he wants his team to do a better job of securing the one and dones. And then on offense, got to get back to work. Just a lone field goal so far, almost 4 minutes or just past 4 minutes. Botkins just the 2-point basket from Pitts. So it's been a tough road for the offense here for the Trojans second quarter.
Let's see what happens on this Botkins possession. Top out front, Monin. Over to Dosick. Heitkamp on him. Dosick open for the three, but it's short. Plyman shot blocked by Reese. And Plyman will go to the free throw line.
Botkins hasn't had many offensive rebounds. Plyman has had 2 of the 3 they've had. In the first one, he was able to put back for points. A chance here on his second offensive rebound to do the same.
Colton Plyman will step to the free throw line. Colton 15 out of 30. The free throw line. Trying to get back to 50% with a made free throw here. Free throw no good. Carter Kloppenstein with the rebound. Heitkamp over to Kloppenstein. Looks inside Plattfoot. Plattfoot and Plyman. Back over to Kloppenstein. 15-footer. Shot no good. Dosick with the rebound. Dosick averages about 6 rebounds per game. Dosick for 3. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Kloppenstein. Sayre. He'll get it over to Reese. Wants to go inside. Dosick cuts him off. Heitkamp has it in the corner. Back out front it goes. Jackson centers. Preston Sayre working to the baseline. Gets it over to Kloppenstein. Heitkamp's open. Shot doesn't go. Rebound. Reese puts it up and in. Once again, Jeff, rebounds haunting the Botkins Trojans.
Second chance. 6 points here in the quarter for the Tigers on second chance.
Jackson Center's lead is now 10 points. Heitkamp, loose basketball. He'll pick it up, and he'll draw the foul as Dosick prevents Heitkamp from getting an easy bucket.
Dosick, 2 fouls in the ball game, both here coming in the second quarter, and you're right, that was almost a guaranteed opportunity there for Heitkamp, but Heitkamp, again, you sent him at the line, 78% free throw shooter, 25 of 32 on the season, so excellent job for Heitkamp from the charity stripe.
That gives Jackson Center their largest lead of 11 points. What do you do if you're Botkins to get back, close this 11-point gap? I don't want to say they're out of the game. They're not. But the momentum is clearly on Jackson Center's side here.
Offense has been a struggle. They haven't got many good looks. Defensively, they've not been able to secure the one and done on the Tigers' missed shots. So easier said than done, but got to score and get good shots, but that's tough to do against a defense that gives up just 37 points a game.
Pitts goes inside over Plattfoot. He'll score.
Tough shot. Again, you mentioned the defense on the perimeter, and they got 6'7" and 6'3" on the interior that you have to contend with. Somehow Eli Pitts, a sophomore, able to get it up and in for his 8th point of the ball game.
Botkins cuts the lead to 9. Preston Sayre down low to Reese. Tries to get it over to Kloppenstein, but Holzkamp will tip it out of bounds.
Exactly. I thought it was great ball movement, but give credit to Tucker Holzkamp for sliding down even more, knocking that pass away there at the end, or else it would have been an easy opportunity, high percentage shot for the Tigers.
Brendan Sayre into the lineup. Plattfoot back out to Heitkamp. Plattfoot will shoot the 3. Got it. 1:44 to go, and Reed Plattfoot connects.
His 15th made triple on the season. Not a great percentage, just 24%, but does knock down his 15th of the season, a 12-point cushion now for the Tigers.
Top shot, no good. Rebound, Heitkamp. Plattfoot. Kloppenstein. Plattfoot wants to go inside. 15-footer. Got it. Oh, boy. He's on fire.
He's feeling it.
He is feeling it. 16 points for Plattfoot with 1:17 to go. And Coach Phil Groves for Botkins takes the timeout. Our score, Jackson Center 31, Botkins 17. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
The Hometown Opportunity Platform is exceptional.
It is focused, laser focused on the careers in our 4-county region.
100% of the time we go to Hometown Opportunity. We've had great success from a handful of applications when we need them, as well as a recent one where we had 67 applicants.
Honestly, it's a competitive advantage.
The Hometown experience has been everything I could have dreamed of and more.
Botkins takes the timeout. They're second here in this second quarter, actually, and they trail by 14. Reed Plattfoot, he's feeling it, as you said, Jeff.
Yeah, back-to-back buckets. He's got a game-high 16 already, and again, the offense though for the Trojans not even close to right now to keeping pace with what the Tigers are doing on their offensive end. So need to get a start here. Got a lot of time left, but boy, you need to find some offense.
Monin, he'll go into the lane. He'll put it up, blocked by Plattfoot against the backboard.
Well, at least there it looked like two freshmen going at it. Will Monin, a 6-foot freshman, driving against Dane Reese, a 6-foot freshman, so they probably played a lot of 7th, 8th grade ball against each other. But there's a foul on Reese. But again, if Reese doesn't foul him, I believe it was Klopfenstein was there to defend or block the shot.
Second free throw by Monin. Pops in and out. Plattfoot with a rebound. He'll handle it against Holzkamp. Heitkamp working down low against Pitts. Tigers will turn it over. Top trying to get something going. Shot no good. Top gets his own rebound. That's going to be a travel.
Tough break. You get a ill-advised pass for the Tigers as they were zigzagging. The pass was off the mark. You get it, and you can't get a quality shot. You got kind of off balance, hit off the side of the bank board, got it back, and then, again, defensive pressure, excitement, rushed it, and commits a travel violation. But that's what happens when you're struggling on offense.
And Preston Sayre beats Dosick to the hoop, and the lead is at 15 for Jackson Center. Dosick, Pitts trying to working hard as he tries to go inside.
He would pick up a foul against Preston Sayre, his first, team's 4th. But it's common out of bounds with not the shooting foul.
I think maybe Dosick ought to be also doing the same thing.
Well, he's been shooting from perimeter. There's another one, and well, there's not much time. I lost track of time. He had to get that one up. But yeah, he's maybe let him go at it and see what he can do.
That's going to put us at halftime. Boy, Jackson Center playing what might be their best half of basketball of the season. Our score, Jackson Center 33, Botkins 18. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NKTelco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NKTelco, keeping your family connected.
Here at halftime, Botkins and Jackson Center doing battle. First half has belonged to the Tigers. They lead 33-18 and played a great half of basketball. It'll be interesting to take a look at these halftime statistics, Jeff.
Well, for the Trojans, they struggled offensively. 13 points in first quarter, just 5 in the second quarter. In that second quarter, they only shot 2 of 11 from the field. Overall, Botkins first half shooting 5 of 16 from 2-point range, just 1 of 9 from beyond the arc. The team shooting 33% from 3-point range, just 1 of 9 here in the first half. There are 6 of 25 from the field overall. For Jackson Center, much better shooting, a very good 13 of 18 from 2-point range. Remember, a few of those were second chance putback buckets that they got, but 13 of 18 inside the arc. And likewise, Jackson Center struggling from beyond the arc. They've already attempted 10 3-pointers, have made 1. So 1 of 10 from 3-point range for a team that shoots 36% from that range. Both teams struggling from 3-point range. But overall, the Tigers finished 50% from the field in the first half, 14 of 28. Botkins 5 of 8 from the foul line. Jackson Center 4 of 5. Botkins had 15 rebounds, of which 4 were offensive and put those opportunities, if you will, second chance for 2 points. Jackson Center 18 rebounds on the first half. 4 were offensive, which they capitalized and scored 6 points. Turnovers, Botkins with 5, Jackson Center with 3. And our scores at the half versus Jackson Center, Reed Plattfoot with 16. Lucas Heitkamp 7, Carter Kloffenstein 6, Preston Sayre 2 for the Tigers. For Botkins, Colin Dosek with 5. 8 from Eli Pitts, 1 from Will Monin, 2 from James Steinke, and 2 from Colton Plyman.
Jackson Center will have the basketball to start quarter number 3. A whistle on their first possession. That will go against Eli Pitts. That'll be his first foul. Cooper Hartle back into the lineup to start the second half. Picked up a couple of fouls as Heitkamp takes about a 10-footer. Shot pops out. Rebound will end up in the hands of Dosek. Steinke in the corner to Tupp. Steinke moves into the lane, puts it up and off the glass, or rolls in, and Steinke has his second basket
nice
tonight.
Move. He went to the basket and was a tough shot and got a nice roll. Fortunately for the Trojans, they score the first opportunity.
Flat-foot off the glass, and we talked about that shot
tough
in
to
the
stop.
first quarter.
Yeah, they had a couple nice drives where they've been able to kiss it off the bank board. 18 now for Plattfoot.
15-point Jackson Center lead. Top goes into the lane. Looking for Steinke, gets it back out to Pitts. Hartle will guard him. Pitts trying to make the move. Turnaround shot, no good. Rebound, Preston Sayre. He'll push it up court. Plattfoot for the layup. Plattfoot beats him down, and boy, I'll tell you, that's a great pass by Sayre. Very alert play.
Heads up ball, and they know the big guys can run the floor, and they take advantage of it.
Steinke goes inside, in trouble, gets it back out to Dosek. Heitkamp on him. Steinke back over to Top. Top handles the basketball. Dosek open for a 3. Shot is short. Rebound Top. Rebounded. Top had the rebound, went off to Pitts. Foul's going to go against Plattfoot. That's his second. He's got 20 points on the night already.
6 foot, 7-inch senior, averaging 13.6 on the season, and with 20 tonight so far.
Largest lead of the night at 17. Dosek. That'll be a turnover. Plattfoot and Heitkamp. They're going to work it down court. Heitkamp pulls it up, and it's going to be a turnover. Comes back to Dosek. Picked up by Plattfoot. Long 3 by Top. No good. Dosek will chase it down in the corner, and Botkins will come away with the basketball. Steinke trying to go inside. That's going to be a block on Preston Sayre.
Pretty bang play. I mean, there was definite contact and straight on collision, but Sayre ruled maybe not there just soon enough. Tough break for Sayre. Tried to draw the foul or the charge. Instead picks up his second.
Inbounds pass to Steinke. Back out to Dosek. Clock at 5 minutes and 40 seconds on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Dosek to the hoop. Easy bucket.
You said at the end of the second quarter with little time left on the clock, maybe that with Pitts going to the basket, you said, why wouldn't Dosek try to do that or something like that? And there he does take advantage of his skill and scores the basketball.
Plattfoot shot goes in and out. Dosek across the timeline. Steinke, he wants to go inside. Sayre plays pretty good defense, holds him back. Dosek has it, top of the key. Pitts into the lane. It's going to be another blocking foul, and that's going to be on Cooper Hartle. That'll be
his third.
3 on Hartle.
Boy, both those calls I thought could have gone either way, and even that last one, it looked like Pitts almost kind of threw his shoulder in a little bit, like trying to initiate, but, you know, it's a bang call.
They take the extra step, or what I would call an extra step, the Euro shot, and it just, you know, it just
disrupts the normal flow and you make contact. Yeah, you draw the contact. I've seen videos, if you will, where they help you score, and it's like go ahead and initiate the contact by jumping into him and then jump away. Well, the ball doesn't lie. Maybe it was a charge because he misses both free throws. So no points there for the Trojans.
Missing an opportunity, and they need to hang on to all of them right now.
Yeah, they got a basket to start the half, and that's exactly what they needed to do, but the Tigers have come back with some offensive opportunities or buckets to kind of match that run or start, but Trojans need to get hot soon.
Pitts into the lane, puts it up. Shot doesn't fall, and he goes to the hardwood floor here in Jackson Center.
Foul on Carter Kloffenstein.
So Pitts will go back to the line. Pitts is normally a pretty good free throw shooter. I think he, 70%?
70, yes, 70%. Now he missed his last two just moments ago, so he's 4 for 6 so far, so he'll look to bounce back from those two misses. He just at the line moments ago.
Knocks that free throw home. Lead goes to 14.
9th point of the ball game for Pitts. And again, if Botkins, you aren't going to get it all back in one possession, but what you need to score and get stops and just outscore them if you can to try to cut this thing down to single digits by the end of the quarter.
13-point lead for Jackson Center. Botkins will pick him up man to man. Holzkamp on Plattfoot. Over to Heitkamp. Heitkamp will bring it out top. Pitts on him. Now Kloppenstein. Heitkamp out front. Plattfoot inside, turnaround. Tough shot to stop, and you don't stop it. He's got 22, Reed Plattfoot.
He did a nice job posting up and even got a better pass from his classmate or his friend, so that made it a lot easier to score.
James Steinke continues to be aggressive, going down the lane and scores the basket.
4 points in a quarter for Steinke, 6 in the ball game.
Backcourt foul on Pitts.
His second foul.
Jackson Center will take a full timeout with 3:49 to go in the third quarter. Our score, Jackson Center 39, Botkins 26. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Jackson Center takes the full timeout. They are in the lead by 13 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Dave Helmstetter, Jeff Henchen. Great Shelby County Athletic League contest as we continue to play. Tigers with the basketball. Undoubtedly, they're going to have perhaps a set play here. Heitkamp into the lane. Turnaround jumper, no good. Reese has the rebound. Let's see what they're going to call it. A jump ball as Dosick and Reese are tied up.
Coach Kloffenstein, 13-point lead, took the timeout, and it looked like they had a set lined up there. They wanted. Heitkamp got a nice shot, didn't miss it, but here's a chance now for Botkins. A 2 or a 3 cuts this thing to 11 or 10, and remember, it's 15 at half. There's still a lot of time if Botkins can get on a run.
Back out to Steinke. Monin will have it. He's on Reese. He'll make the move inside. Back out to Steinke. Steinke cut off there by Sayre. Now Pitts will try it. He'll go inside, puts it up, no good. And only thing there for the rebound is white jerseys.
Yeah, Pitts had a tough shot, but they do get a turnover. Do the Trojans here force one.
Dosick will score, and it's suddenly 39-28.
Well, a little bit of life here for the Trojans, and they've come up with a turnover, and they convert it instantly into offense before the Tigers can come back and play 5-on-5 defense.
Heitkamp. Kloppenstein back to Heitkamp. Heitkamp top of the key. Flatfoot working on Holzkamp. Got a whistle.
Monden maybe with the foul away from the basketball. It is his first for Will Monden. Third on the team here in the quarter.
2.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Flatfoot looking for Kloppenstein, but it'll end up in Monen's hands.
Single-digit opportunity here, Dave, with a basket by the Trojans.
Wide open. Boy, Jackson Center has one breakdown in defense. Probably it seems like the only one they've had all night. And Botkins makes them pay for it. Holzkamp with a bucket.
Yeah, just too much riding on Holzkamp, just too much body contact trying to stay up or stay in position against Flatfoot. And we've seen Flatfoot, 6'7" athlete, can handle the basketball, Dave, and that puts guys trying to guard him, and they bring him away from the basketball, and he can beat him in a foot race.
Colton Plyman back into the lineup at 2:07. Noah Top will also come in. He'll come in for Pitts, trying to catch a breather here with 2:07 to go in the quarter.
3 turnovers here in the quarter for the Tigers. They had 3 in the first half, so 3 here in the quarter, 6 in the ball game, and Botkins has capitalized on a couple of them.
Flatfoot. Now Heitkamp. It's kind of like it's a normal ebb and flow of a basketball game with two good teams, really. As Sayre goes inside, he'll draw the foul. Jackson Center got up, but you knew Botkins is going to make some kind of a run, and that's right where we're at right now, and it's a matter of what happens from the next couple of minutes.
Exactly, well said, as Plyman picks up his third foul, trying to help defend Sayre as he went to the basket, but 9 points is 15.5, so big free throws here for Sayre.
Sayre connects on the free throw. Holzkamp will come back in.
Maybe gives him an opportunity, maybe a little bit more offense-defense here. Although Plyman just picked his third foul up, but maybe also a little bit of offense-defense.
10-point lead, and Sayre will try and make it 11. Converts on the free throw.
Both of them. So 4 points in the ball game for Sayre.
Dosick out front. Heitkamp will guard him. Holzkamp, Monen on Reese. Couple of freshmen. Ball is loose. Picked up by Dane Reese. Turnover by the Trojans.
Monen had a right idea, had a nice move, just lost a handle, and the Tigers there to suck it up the loose ball.
Flatfoot. Kloppenstein, Sayre. Off on the three. Reese. It's going to go off for Pitts. It'll stay Jackson Center basketball. Sayre to inbound it. He'll toss it into Heitkamp. Flatfoot with the basketball as we go under a minute to play. Ball's taken away, but it's going to be a foul away from the steal. That's what happened after Heitkamp lost the basketball, and they're going to call a foul on him.
So is that 2 turnovers because he lost the ball on the steal and then he committed? In a way, it's unfortunate. It's a great play, but guess what? Botkins probably has an opportunity going the other way in transition. So you do pick up the turnover. You do pick up a charge call against, I believe it's Heitkamp, but now you come back and face 5-on-5. So
very true.
Good point, right, Dave?
Yeah, it would have been a transition basket.
Opportunity.
Yep. Pitts shot no good, and the ball is going to go
to Jackson Center.
Oh,
foul on Botkins.
Hang on. Let's just sort through this one.
2-shot foul now because Botkins is over the limit. Well, both teams are over the limit, but I think they whistled a foul on the rebound against the Trojans. So, you go back to that last play for Jackson Center. They kicked the ball away, turnover, then Heitkamp commits the charge. And then, long story short, Botkins can't score in this end, and now Sayre's hitting down a free throw.
Yeah, so instead of an easy transition or fast break basket, possibly, they end up looking at free throws from Preston Sayre.
It was a 9-point game. Now it's back to 13. 4 unanswered.
Dosick back out to Holzkamp. Open in the lane. He'll put it up and in. Holzkamp.
Nice move. He did a nice job kind of keeping the ball out in front of him and use his body to shield a shot blocking attempt. He was able to get his 4th point.
Trojans trying to get the turnover, but the ball tipped right back into the hands of Flatfoot. He'll throw it away with 8.9 seconds. Trying to get, well, shouldn't say he threw it away. Nobody could reach it. So.
Yeah, it was tough. In fact, Koenig, who's in the ball game, number 5, he almost had the deflection for a steal, and I thought, well, that's a tough break. But the Tigers commit their 5th turnover of the quarter on the over and back.
Corey Koenig in the lineup for Botkins. Holzkamp takes it to the hoop. Doesn't fall, and Preston Sayre will get the rebound as the buzzer sounds. We move on to the final 8 minutes of basketball. Our score, Jackson Center 43, Botkins 32. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times are most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
8 more minutes is on the clock here at Jackson Center for the 4th quarter. Jackson Center with an 11-point lead as the 4th quarter begins. Lucas Heitkamp with the basketball.
Got down to 9 points to the Tiger lead. They did in that quarter, Dave, have 5 turnovers.
Jump shot by Kloppenstein, no good. Heitkamp gets the rebound. Cooper Hartle nails it.
He hasn't played a lot of minutes because of foul trouble, but he cashes in on that second chance opportunity, nails his first points of the game. A very good 3-point shooter, Dave, on the season, 48%.
Shot partially blocked. Cooper Hartle's one of the very unsung kind of player, plays good defense. 3-point shooting is outstanding.
Yeah, 22, now 23 makes on the season. Again, a 48% accuracy from that range.
Averages 4.8 points per game coming into tonight's play.
5 points isn't bad. Playing, he is a starter, but limited minutes tonight.
A little bit of foul trouble early on. 14-point Jackson Center lead on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Dosick will come back with his own rebound. Shot no good. Rebound. It's going to go out of bounds as Koenig had the rebound and ball tipped out of bounds.
Long possession here now. 3 looks already, 3 opportunities for the Trojans. And the first one was that block shot and a couple there by Dosick. So critical they knock down a chance here in this possession, get some points.
Monham with the basketball, guarded by Kloppenstein. Dosick, 6 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Flatfoot out on Dosick. 15-footer by Holzkamp, no good. Ball is loose. Koenig puts it up, blocked by Sayre, and here comes Heitkamp. Hartle goes inside, Flatfoot off the glass. Holzkamp goes to the floor, and Botkins will have to use a timeout. Lead jumps back to 16. Our score, Jackson Center 48, Botkins 32. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
we're more than just a bank. Our commitment goes beyond banking transactions. It's about investing in the hearts and hopes of the people we serve. From scholarships that pave the way for bright futures to local initiatives that enrich lives, we stand by you every step of the way. Because when our community thrives, we all prosper. Together, we build a stronger, brighter community.
(48-32), Jackson Center's largest lead of the night with 6:31 to go, and Botkins has to call the timeout.
Yeah, running out of time is what's really going on for the Trojans. A good start to the fourth quarter for the Tigers. You get a 3 by Hartle, and then after Botkins had 4 or 5 looks at it, they got nothing, and then transition. Plattfoot gets the ball inside and scores instantly.
Steinke.
White 10 flop. So they called a flop trying to draw the foul. Or I think it's a warning. It's not a...
a warning. That's the first time all year I've seen that.
I have too. I didn't know it was a rule in high school. But I haven't seen it much, but that's what it was. Sarah was trying to draw the charge. Now watch him knock down a 3.
Nope. Not that time. There's the lead pass to Monin. He'll go for the layup, and there's going to be a foul on Heitkamp. And Heitkamp's going to have, that's his third. 6:02 to go.
Big free throws here, though, for Monin. If they're going to make a run, you need to start making points on the board. And 6 minutes to go, you're down by 14. Hard enough the way it is.
Monin's free throw doesn't fall. Conversations along the sideline about that flop call.
Maybe Coach Klopfenstein hasn't seen it all year either.
I don't think so. Just nothing serious, just a conversation.
2 points in the ball game for Will Monin. He's 2 for 4 from the line tonight.
Botkins trying to apply the full court pressure. Heitkamp, he'll go inside, puts it off the glass, puts it up and in.
That's what he does so well. He just protects the ball with his body. He hangs and he gets himself in a scoring position. And he jumps well. Ooh, nice pass.
Oh, yeah, nice pass by Dosick. Top can't get it, but there's a foul. So he did not want Top to get that layup. That's going to go on Plattfoot.
And it's not even a shooting foul. So they wrapped him up before he had a chance to go back up. I got him, Botkins, for 5 offensive rebounds here in the quarter, but they haven't been able to score in any of them.
That's an interesting stat.
That one possession, about 4 or 5. They do capitalize here now with that acrobatic shot by Eli Pitts.
Pitts has got 12 tonight, and the lead is 13 for Jackson Center. Top with the reach.
His first foul. Team foul number 1 for the Trojans here in the quarter.
Got a few fouls to give. I think they're going to have to use them, too.
Yeah, if it gets anywhere close, definitely have to put the Tigers on the line.
Plattfoot dumps it off to Kloppenstein. Easy bucket. Botkins has to overcommit a little bit, try and get that turnover, and results in an easy basket. Pitts into the lane. Back out to Monin for 3. Got it. Will Monin. 10-point lead, and Botkins will take the timeout. 5:06 to play in this one, our score. Jackson Center 52, Botkins 40. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Is your internet slowing down your family fun? Your work and all the things you need to get done? Say goodbye to buffering, lagging, and endless loading screens. With NKTelco's blazing fast internet and smart Wi-Fi, everyone gets the speed they need. No contracts, no hidden fees, just everyday low prices and fast speeds. NKTelco, keeping your family connected.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
A 12-point lead for Jackson Center. That three by Will Monin. That's a big three for the freshman. Forces, Botkins takes the timeout.
Yeah, it was. As his first shot all night, he hits it. He had 4 for 4 from three-point range in their win on earlier this week against Anna. So freshman has hit 5 in a row now, but they need more of that type of action, and he's got to be ready. Seeing it go through once, try to get another one.
Going to be a reach. Let's see who they call it. I think a reach. Probably on top. It's going to be on Dosick.
Yep, number 1, his third.
Hartle gets it in. Kloppenstein cut off at the baseline there by Steinke. Back to Hartle. Heitkamp into the lane. Steinke stops him there. Plattfoot, top on him, gets some help from Steinke. Kloppenstein will get the basketball as Jackson Center maintains control. Hartle cut to the basket, but Dosick was right with it and makes the steal. Pitts loses it on the baseline, and it's going to be out of bounds and off Sayre.
Break there for the Trojans. You know, they're coming down now, but Sayre had a part of his body touching out of bounds when he reached for the basketball, but still a chance here for the Trojans following the Tiger turnover.
Inbounds to top. Back over to Pitts.
I'd let Monin touch it.
Tell you what, a three would be great for the Trojans. Shot no good by Pitts. Here comes Plattfoot. They get it out. Heitkamp has it. He'll go inside on Dosick, puts it up. Shot no good. Heitkamp with his own rebound. Monin's going to tip it out. Kloppenstein crashes in.
Charge.
And there's going to be a charge on Kloppenstein.
That's a 12th charge that Eli Pitts has taken this year. So Pitts with the good defensive play, getting positioning, avoiding the opportunity for the Tigers to score. But number 12, I don't know how many other guys around the area have taken 12 charges, but that's
a bunch.
So again, the score stays at 12, so half a quarter to play. Not impossible, but important the Trojans get a good shot here and go from there.
Dosick back out front to top. Now Dosick. Steinke goes inside the lane, puts it up, and it'll fall, and he'll go to the line.
He's had a nice second half, Dave. 8 points, 4 points in the third, 4 points in the fourth, to go along with the 2 in the first, so 10 points now. He's got a chance here to, again, cut it to 9 points with 3:49 to play.
Nice aggressive play by him going down into the paint and getting those baskets.
That was a tough shot. He's an 80% free throw shooter on the season, 25 of 31. Doesn't connect on that one. Yeah, it was. That did not look like an 80% free throw shooter.
Heitkamp out front. 10-point Jackson Center lead. Hartle.
So
now
Jackson
Heitkamp.
Center, well, that you'll take, blocks.
Steinke will
draw the foul. I was just going to say, if you're Jackson Center, do you pull it out and just weave and, kind of shut your offense down for a while? Because it's kind of hard when you do that to start it back up. But Heitkamp had a great look at the basket, so that's something you about have to take.
Yeah, Coach Aaron Kloppenstein on the possession before was motioning for his team to settle down, slow it down a little bit. As
these guys are 17 and 18 years old. It's kind of tough to slow things down sometimes. They just want to go, go, go.
Second free throw is good, and the lead's at 11, especially when you're playing well.
Yes, exactly. You've done this. And you get to that area, well, what do? It's like, well, you don't want to not score, but you don't want the Trojans to have opportunities with the basketball.
Top with a jumper, no good. Rebound to Heitkamp. Sayre will have it. Jackson Center saw it last week against Marion Local. Marion Local had the big lead. They slowed it down a little bit and really allowed Jackson Center to get right back in the game. It's going to be foul in the backcourt.
That's on Pitts. I believe that's going to be his fourth. He leads the Botkins team in scoring. It is his fourth. the 12 points.
Inbounds pass to Heitkamp. Flatfoot back out to Heitkamp. Over to Sayre. Flatfoot, foul in the backcourt on top.
Probably not a bad idea. That's going to be team foul number 5. And you're either going to bust your tail trying to play defense to get a steal for 30 seconds. You might as well take your chances here, although Jackson Center, as we mentioned, a very good team free throw shooting percentage of 71.
Flatfoot will connect. 25 points on the night for Reed Flatfoot.
12 above a season average of 13.6.
Lead goes to 13 points. Dosick.
26 for Flatfoot.
Steinke tosses over to Monin.
Block shot.
Partially blocked by Hartle. Defensive play by the Tigers. They'll push it to Sayre in the corner for 3. Hits the edge of the backboard.
I think Coach Clemenstein had his hands in the air like, why do we need that shot? You know, if it would have gone in there, it would have been a real crowd pleaser, I tell you that. The place would have come unglued, but Coach Clemenstein in his second season, making sure his guys stay under control. There's an illegal screen.
Yeah, you're looking at as a coach, and a player, you should be looking at it too. The foul situation, the clock situation.
Yeah, it's all
13-point lead.
But they were feeling it. I mean, and he's a good shooter. If it would have gone in, the place would have gone nuts, and I probably would have been nailed in the coffin.
Yes, would have been fun.
Yeah, but Trojans get called for travel first. Yeah, I thought maybe Flatfoot moved his pivot foot before the ball was released, so kind of
That's a good call.
Yeah, it was. If it wasn't a travel, he's probably going to get called for the charge because he ran over the Botkins player. But again, Jackson Center maybe not finishing very cleanly right now. They've had some turnovers, maybe some ill-advised shots.
Steinke trying to add to his great second half. Shot doesn't go. Heitkamp's going to lead Flatfoot. Ball's going to be tipped by Monin. We're going to have a foul. I think that's going to be on number 21, Will Monin.
Well, we've seen 3 Sayres on the court for Jackson Center tonight. Brendan, Preston, and the Mopper. He's been out there a lot this year.
He's got some good ball handling moves.
Yeah,
we did notice that earlier.
During halftime and such,
Yeah.
he's out there dribbling the basketball and stuff. So, chance here for Reed Flatfoot to go for 27 and 28 on the night.
Free throw a little bit too strong.
His first miss from the line came in to that attempt 5 for 5, now 5 for 6.
Second free throw, it's there. 14-point Jackson Center lead. Monin, Dosick, he goes inside. Outside the top, he'll fire it up and connects. Timeout, Botkins.
Last timeout for the Trojans, according to my notes. 30-second timeout.
11-point lead. 30-second timeout. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, hometown opportunity. Minster Bank, Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, and St. Henry Bank bring you basketball from Jackson Center. They've been with us all season long, and so appreciate very much their support here on NKTelco Sports. We come down to the stretch run, and if we have got our math correct, if Botkins loses tonight and Russia wins, that gives the Raiders a little bit of an early celebration.
A share or an outright?
I believe it's an outright. I got to double check. I believe there's 2 games left for Russia.
They're 9-0 now. They would go to 10-0. So there would be 4 games left because there's 6. You 12, yeah.
2.
So it
2
would
left.
Be,
so
it would
that
be outright.
So it'd be an outright.
Botkins would have suffered their 3rd loss tonight.
Yep. So we weren't anticipating on that here tonight, or at least I hadn't thought about that particular angle. But the Raiders obviously must be winning tonight. Flatfoot across the timeline. Back over to Heitkamp. Hartle. Tigers just going to take the air out of it.
I don't know if Botkins will even try to foul or not. They're out of timeout, so it's going to be very difficult.
Just about have to foul and take your chances with somebody.
And this is when you're Botkins in this case, this is almost frustrating because it's just against a good ball handling team, so difficult to force a turnover, and you're literally running around chasing, and it just fatigue sets in, and now they do get a foul, and we'll send Cooper Hartle to the line.
History tonight. Guess who's going to the line?
Cooper Hartle.
Hartle.
Thank you, Dave. These are his first attempts of the season.
That's almost a mind-boggling stat.
We talked about it briefly, and I even when I wrote it down, and you mentioned it to me before the game, and I think I would have picked up on it when I looked down to announce, but yes, Cooper Hartle, 5'8" senior, his first free throw attempt. Surprised he didn't back up and shoot it closer to the three-point line. 2 for 2 on the season.
17 games in. Wow. And he's a starter, so he sees playing time. And he can shoot the three. Battle for the rebound. Kloppenstein has it. And
Jackson Center, I believe Coach Kloppenstein called a 30 timeout.
He'll take the 30-second timeout. So 58-45 is our score with 57.6 seconds remaining. As Jackson Center led by Reed Flatfoot with 27 points. Lucas Heitkamp has 10 points, and Carter Kloppenstein with 8. Preston Sayre contributed 6, and Cooper Hartle with those first 2 free throws of the season. And a made 3 has 5 points. Hartle, as Jeff said, shooting 48% from behind the arc. Excellent shooter. And Jackson Center will inbound it. Hartle will get it in to Sayre. Hartle working against Monin. Botkins trying to apply all sorts of pressure, and Jackson Center is going to be guilty of a travel.
Their fourth turnover of the quarter, their 9th of the half, and 12th in the game. So clean first half for Jackson Center. A few more extra turnovers than they probably like here in the second, but probably it's going to not do them too much harm.
Pitts goes inside. He's leading the Trojans in scoring with 12. Steinke, he'll get it over to Dosick. Dosick back out to Steinke. Steinke working hard to get it inside, puts it up and in. Steinke also has 12 points. Into our final seconds. 20 seconds is the countdown.
Travel.
It's going to be a travel. So Botkins will have it with 18.8 seconds left.
Yeah, just kind of a tough way to try for the Tigers if you want to end the game, and they're going to win, but Botkins making it rough here to finish.
Steinke, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Cooper Hartle. Sayre will have it, and that's pretty much going to be it as Sayre brings it across the timeline. Tigers, the winner tonight, 58-47 our final. Jackson Center with the win. And with the loss for Botkins, that gives the Shelby County Athletic League title to Rushi with a couple of games left to play. Jackson Center on the season moves to 12-5 and 6-3 in league play. Jackson Center returns to play here in just 24 hours. They'll travel to Minster for a game against the Wildcats on Saturday. Then next week they'll have a Shelby County Athletic League game at Fort Loramie on Friday, and then another non-league contest against the MAC's New Bremen on the Cardinals' home floor. That's next week on Saturday. That's the Jackson Center Tigers schedule. Botkins, on the other hand, they fall to 14-4, 7-3 in league play. They face a tough task playing at home next Friday against Russia, and then they'll follow that up with yet another tough contest. They'll play a home game with Shawnee on Saturday. Shawnee in the Western Buckeye League and having a great season as well. I'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. First National Bank, hometown opportunity. Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Precision Strip, St. Henry Bank. All bring you basketball here from Jackson Center. Going to have the basketball drop here in just a moment or two. And hopefully should be able to see that here on your screen coming up very shortly. Taking a look at a recap of it by quarters. Jackson Center led 15-13 after the first quarter. Tigers came out shooting 7 out of 13 from the field, and inside the paint they were 7 out of 9. Halftime they increased their lead to 15. 33 out of 18. Again, good shooting, 13 out of 18 inside the arc, and 14 for 28 overall as they increased their lead to 15 points. Third quarter, Botkins cut the lead to 11. Tigers go into the fourth quarter with a 43-32 lead and really just maintain. Botkins made a couple of minor runs, I guess you would say, at the Tigers, but Jackson Center holds on and pulls out a solid 58-47 victory here. And let's take a look at our numbers for tonight's contest, Jeff Henson.
Okay, here's what the numbers look like. First, for the Botkins Trojans, they finished 15 of 30 two-point shooting, 3 of 16 three-point shooting overall, 18 of 46 for the Trojans from the field. Jackson Center, very impressive, 19 of 31 two-point shooting, just 2 of 14 three-point shooting. They finished 21 of 45 from the field. Botkins, 8 of 14 from the free throw line. Jackson Center, very good, 14 of 17 for the Tigers. Rebounding for the Botkins Trojans, 27 rebounds, of which 11 were offensive, and that generated 4 points on second chance opportunities. For Jackson Center, 34 rebounds, 7 of which were offensive, and they capitalized there. 9 points coming on second chance opportunities for the Jackson Center Tigers. Turnovers, Botkins only 8 turnovers, 5 in the first half, 3 in the second half. Jackson Center actually with 13, 3 turnovers in the first half, 10 in the second half. But their shooting prevailed, if you will, enough to capitalize and take advantage of their opportunities. And Botkins, as I said, made a run, got it down to 9 as the closest. But good shooting and good defense again helped Jackson Center maintain and earn a 11-point win here on their home court to avenge the 3-point loss they took at Botkins back before Christmas.
Boy, you take a look at this one. Reed Platfoot had a great game.
Oh, yes. Yep.
You know, with the individual scoring, would he end up with 27 points?
Yes. Platfoot with 27, 10 from Lucas Heitkamp, 8 from Carter Kloppenstein, 6 from Preston Sayre, 5 from Cooper Hartle, 2 from Dane Reese, so their total of 58. For the Botkins Trojans, 12 apiece from James Steinecke and also Eli Pitts, 9 from Colin Dosek, 5 from Will Monin, 3 from Noah Top, 4 from Tucker Holzkamp, and 2 from Colton Plyman, their total of 47.
We're trying to drop the ball, Jeff.
Oh, there
they go. There we go.
They're up, one landed in there. One's in the bucket. Oh, it bounced out. One was in there. Uh-oh, you got to get next closest.
Wild scramble.
They might next closest, but boy, there was one in there, and then they ricocheted and bounced back out.
Everybody grabs the ball. Melissa
Martin.
Melissa Barton or Martin?
Barton. Not for sure.
Well, anyway, you're a winner, Melissa.
Yep.
That's going to do it for us here from Jackson Center. Tigers on the short end of one against Botkins. Botkins on the short end of this one from Jackson Center by 11. Our final score, Jackson Center 58, Botkins 47. I'm Dave Helmstetter. With me tonight, Jeff Henchen. You've been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.